Okay, we're going on Super Castlevania 4. This is part 1. Not sure how many parts it's going to be. Um, this is my favorite out of the Castlevania games, but as with some of the other ones, I have a love-hate relationship with this game. I love this game, but that by no means is like makes it any easier or makes it any easier for me to get through. And I'm gonna read y'all the story at the beginning here. So we might not get too many stages done, but we'll get as many as we can get done. I imagine we'll probably get the first 3 done at least on this part of it. Um, this one is, and it'll tell you in the story. This one is Simon Belmont again. He's on number 1, number 2, and this one. Trevor's the one that's on number 3, and then some of the other ones are a little bit later. Well, not later, but on other games. And there's a grave that gets busted, and then the back comes out of it and flies off, and then some fog rolls in. It says, every 100 years, the forces of good mysteriously start to weaken. Thus, the power of Dracula starts to revive itself. His power grows stronger and stronger every 100 years. This is also one of those games that I played for the Super Nintendo. I never owned, but I really liked the game, and I played it quite a bit. Dracula has revived many times. However, his sinister actions have been consistently thwarted by the Belmont family. It's been 100 years since the last confrontation between Dracula and the Belmont family. But now the serenity of Transylvania is being threatened by destructive forces. On a dark and eerie night, Dracula rose from his grave to unleash his destructive power over the countryside. This one to me also has the best music on all the stuff on it. Once again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula with only his whip and courage. He sets out to restore peace to Transylvania. Now you have sub-weapons too. I have to remember what button it is. That's the problem. Half the time I forget which button the sub-weapons are on here, because this was a Super Nintendo game, so there was not only the 4 buttons on the front, but one of the buttons on the top was one of the shoulder buttons was your weapon one. And as you can see, there's no option to change the difficulty, so you just have to do the just regular difficulty. And we're just going to put our name as C. Y'all know who I am. And Simon's in front of the castle. We'll be using save states, especially later on, because there's a lot of places that are later on, and I don't always have good luck with them. This is also a game where you can move the whip in 8 different directions. You can do that while standing. You can do it while jumping. You can also hold the button and move the whip around. This actually helps sometimes. A lot of people don't think it helps, but it does in certain spots. Here's where I like the music, where it kicks in. Yeah, come here, skeleton boy. First couple of stages aren't real bad for me. It's just once in about the 3rd one. And like I said, there was one night there where I got all the way in through the castle. I had a pretty good run. Sometimes that happens, sometimes not. It just depends upon how things go. Must have got across there. I hate bats. Okay. It's also the one that kind of was like 3D mixed in with a little bit of 2D. So they mixed in at least a little bit of things. I wish they would have made more of them like this. Also, the jumping mechanic's a little bit better on this one. It's pretty good because you can move while in mid-jump instead of... If you were on the other game and you mid-jumped, there was nothing that you could do about it. If you jumped straight up, you were going straight up and straight down. Whatever direction you were going, that's the direction you were going, and you couldn't change it. Also, you can walk up the stairs backwards if you can get it to work. So you might see me do it a few times. Those you can swing on. Sometimes you have to give yourself a little bit more leeway because there's not enough room. They're pretty fun until a little bit later, and you start kind of messing up your swing. You beat a king of swing. Let me see if I can walk down these stairs backwards. Maybe. Yeah, like that. And you see how you walk down backwards? See, I can do it again. Woohoo! I can walk backwards. I'm moonwalking. Yeah. Again, this time the hearts are, again, your ammunition for your weapon. They played the normal Castlevania theme throughout the first stage. So that's pretty cool. You gotta watch these things drop from the ceiling. I suggest you dispatch of them before collecting the goodies. So you can kill him by doing that directionally. The whipping in 8 directions really helps. The jumping kind of helps too, where you can jump and kind of move within your jump. Now, as we go back, you'll see where some of these heads respawn. The ones on the bottom normally don't go after you again. And you can kill this guy right here if you want to. All you gotta do is just kind of wiggle the controller while you get your whip held out, and it'll hit him on the bottom. Here's where the Medusa heads start in. And these platforms will fall. The Medusa heads are just as annoying as they ever were. You don't really have to worry too much about them right now. Just don't end up on those platforms and you're fine. It doesn't really matter which weapon you have to defeat the first stage boss. You can defeat him with just your whip, or you can defeat him with whatever sub-weapon you have. It doesn't really matter. I just kind of use a little combination of the two. Don't stay on those for very long. Like I said, a lot of people don't find a use for that. I do, though. I use it a lot. This game's pretty good about giving you health fill-ups, too. Now, what I like to do is I like to stand behind this thing right here so I can see where the shots are coming from and either stop them or get away. You can do about the same damage with your whip. In case you want to get some more points, you can just whap him like that. Once he gets down to 1, he'll go apart, come back together, and then you can hit him again. So if you're going for points, you can keep your sub weapon. But I like to stand behind the block or either on the block and try to throw whatever I have at him. I think that does somewhat good. And then they always show you like where you're going, and also like you can see in this stage, there's a mid-stage. There's going to be a mid-stage boss, but not a final boss. So that's the route we're going to be going. And I kind of like how they show what you're going to be doing, where you're going to be going. Like I said, you're not going to see me save the game anywhere here soon. You let go of my foot. You got to kind of walk a little bit slow because some of them dudes pop up out of nowhere. And you got to be... And these stupid hands... Okay, I must be going to have a bad playthrough, so we'll not go too many stages. Because I got caught by 3 or 4 of those hands. Normally, I don't get caught by any of them. Little sucker's tracking me down. That was not good. You can kill these dudes right here. Just hit them with the whip. I think it's two times there. Sometimes it looks like you're not going to make a jump, but you surprise yourself sometimes. Get all the hearts you can over here. I'm not going to show you where everything is. I'll show you where really important things are, though. I think that you need to know where they really are. So we'll go up here. Be careful on your jumps. Now watch out, because there's going to be guys popping up out of the ground here. Along with the other enemies. Okay. We'll get some health at the end of this part. God. I can't believe I didn't hit him sooner or get hit by him. That was mostly uncalled for. You can try to take those down. Slow down a little bit here. You can take out these bats. I think there's a stopwatch right there, but I'm not. It won't fall on the platform, and I'm not jumping down in there to get it. And over here. Watch out for this stupid frog. He goes a little bit everywhere. And I think there's another one down there too. Just try to stay up here. Just try to keep moving that way. He can't check you now. I was going to say, you're going to have to deal with one sooner or later anyway. That's another thing you can do. You can crouch down and walk forward like this. That helps sometimes too. If you hit right through here, there's going to be a full chicken. In case you need it. We did need it at that point. You're going to try and take a stupid... I hate those raven things. I hate those. I don't know. Some of them are ravens and some of them are bats. So if you hear me call it something different, I don't want that knife. Normally, I don't really care, and I can kill the boss, the mid-level boss, but I tried it with the knife last time, and I didn't care for it, so I'm going to try to use the boomerang. I'm going to use the rang. Try not to take too much damage on the boss. You can hit her with your whip, or you can throw this. Well, shoot. You can make short work of her with the boomerang. If not, just kind of get close enough to her to use your whip. And you can handle her with the whip. You can throw the knife at her, but it's not as effective as the boomerang because the boomerang goes over and she doesn't really block it. So you can get quite a few hits in one whack. Make sure you take out those flying enemies. Pay attention to the water and pay attention to the noise it makes. You don't hear me listening to it right now, but I am listening to it, but I kind of know how it goes. The water will make a sound. The game will make a sound when the water switches directions. And like I said, you guys see me just kind of going through there. I'm not paying any attention to the sound it makes, but that's because I kind of know the moments it switches. Try to get stuff that you can get through here. You're not going to fight a boss at the end of this. You're just going to get to the end of the stage. And then the next stage will start up. It's one of those weird things where you fight a boss midway through the stage, and then you don't fight anything on towards there. So it's kind of weird to not have to fight a boss at the end of a stage. See, that's stage 2, and then it just ends right there. So we're going to go stage 3. Sometimes this is where I start having issues. And it's in that watery section right there. Because there's some platforms in there, and they're not very nice sometimes. So we're going to save it at the beginning. I used to think those water droplets would hurt you, but they don't. Stupid bat. This stage is a longer one, unfortunately. Those guys right there, you have to hit them a few times. They shrink down in size as you hit them. As you get on through here, you're going to have to worry about the stuff falling from the ceilings. And I'll show you where that starts. And you can dodge those things. They're not real hard to dodge. You don't have to get this up here, but I get it just because it's a decent sub-weapon. And I might get stuck with it, or I might have to use it. Go over here. You whip these out of this wall. You'll find a boomerang. You'll find a lot of hearts, a lot of money, and a meat. Let's save right there since we've got full health. You shouldn't really run out of time in any stage, but do kind of keep a little bit of an eye on the timer, just in case. I see, now you can whip while you're ducked down, and you can kill him. And there we grab the holy water. Holy water, I don't know that it's that effective in this one. I usually duck down and start whipping them. Because you're going to have to anyway, because there's going to be the small ones on the bottom anyway, so you're going to have to. Now, if you find yourself getting 99 hearts, you don't need to really hit any more of those and get anything particularly, so don't feel like you have to get everything. Don't get close to those, because if those little pieces come off and hit you, if they come off and you're near, they will hit you and it will count towards damage. And there's quite a few of them right through here. So take your time. Kneel down, beat the crap out of him. Now I'm going to save out here. This is the water part of this level. You cannot kill the green ones. You can freeze them by hitting them with the whip, but you cannot kill them. So you have to jump and jump. I like to come over here and get me some others and get this. There we go. Now we got 99. So you let him shoot before you jump over there. Simon sometimes has this little problem that Mega Man has. That's why I make save states. Simon sometimes, whenever I hit the jump button, Simon doesn't go. Simon stands there and falls off the edge. And it makes me a little bit mad. Mega Man does the same thing. Whoa, hello. I got hit in the head by a bullet. Well, not really a bullet, but a little fireball anyway. You're saying, well, this doesn't seem too bad. Well, no, this doesn't seem bad yet. What you might want to do is just press down. Get you a good swing on that one. You can hit him just up this way. You don't even have to worry about it. If you want that, you can get that. It's a knife. I wouldn't get it. Now, to not get hit here, you have to jump a very specific way. You jump, and then you jump again. Took me a while to just really get that down. Now, this is where it starts, because see, you don't think that you can make these jumps. And also, there's these stupid bats going all over the place. And those are a pain in the butt. Because you don't need that aggravation. You don't need that crap. It's like, hey, I'm already having enough trouble. I don't even go over there and get that. I don't even know what it is. Don't really care. Now we're going to save here because there's some bad stuff right in here. This is where the fishmen come out. You'll also have other issues. As you'll see here in a minute, I'm making a save state. There are blocks that fall. The light colored blocks that are in front of me, when I walk on those, they will crumble. I really shouldn't have saved in midair, but that's okay. Now you got to worry about the... Well, first you got to worry about this stupid thing. I hate those things. But here in a little bit, you'll have to worry about the fishmen coming out of the water and trying to spit at you and knock you down. These bone dragons that are out right here, you can use a sub-weapon to kill them. See, I made a bad mistake right there, and I shouldn't have done that. Normally, I like to duck and hit him. I could have ducked and tried to hit him, but he would have eventually hit me anyway. Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted. Do not want the knife. Don't get the knife! You gotta watch those. They'll hit you with that stuff and you'll go right in the water. And as you know from playing any other ones, water is an instant death. Everybody knows this. Now this part right here can be difficult, especially if Simon doesn't want to cooperate with you that day. And you'll find out real quick if Simon wants to cooperate or not. What you want to do is you want to go down here and kill him. Grab that cross, that'll kill them. Now, this next sequence is pretty important, so pay attention. Down, you go cross, kill him from the bottom, go over here. You can try to get these two. I'm just going to jump and go on over. That way, I don't kill myself trying to get them when they probably ain't even worth it. Now, this bone dragon right here, you want to kill him from underneath. Makes it a little bit easier. This one right here, you can jump over here and you can kill him from here, but it's kind of hard to do because you're at an angle and you'll have to whip at an angle. So you just get up here, make sure you don't get hit while you're getting up there, and then you just beat him in the back of the head with your whip. Right here, I knew there was something there, but I couldn't remember what it was. Try to kill him. Crap! Okay, kill the first one. And then I think while you're walking up the stairs, I think you can kill the other ones. Yeah, kill them like that. And then kill this idiot right here. Because he's gonna be a problem here in a minute. Anytime that you can kill anything from underneath or anything like that, or from a different angle, do it. I think I missed the axe. Yeah, I missed the axe, and that's going to be a problem. And this is the boss of this level. You need to have something. An axe is preferred. I don't have the axe, like a dingbat. So you're just going to try to zing these at his head. Watch out when he fires. The other one fires the breath. You'll see sometimes it doesn't connect. You can knock the projectiles out with that knife too. After so much damage, one of them will go away. You hope it's the one that's shooting the super fireballs, but usually it's not. Now you can stand back here and deal with him this way. Or, if you want, you can kind of step up and whip him in the head. Make sure you don't fall in the holes or anything while you're jumping over to get the stupid orb. Nothing like defeating the boss and then dying because you jumped down the hole. This will probably be the last one maybe that we can get through. I don't remember how hard this stage is. It doesn't look hard, but I guarantee you, It's going straight up. That's probably not a good sign. Oh yeah, this is not easy. Yeah, I remember what this is now. You can jump on those and jump off really fast. You can kill those things. Okay. Double shot, that's pretty nice. Be very careful when jumping on the platforms. And I do mean very careful. Real easy to fall. Alright. You don't want that. I think he actually hit me with a bone, but I'm not going to complain because if they say he didn't hit me, then he didn't hit me. Oh, I remember who the boss is in this one. I don't like it. I remember why I don't like this stage. Now on these right here, you got to jump. You got to not do what I just did. You got to jump and jump and jump. Try to make sure that you have full health and maybe some good sub weapon and a lot of it by the time you make it to the boss. The only bad thing is the stage is not that long. Well, the axe will work. I don't have enough to throw it, but you know. If you got to jump on those, jump on them and jump right off. I really would prefer the holy water or the stopwatch, but I guess I will take what I can get. What's up there? Oh, that's hell. Be very careful with that jump, guys. I should have told you that before I jumped right into the hole myself. You have to do those little quick jumps. And like I said, sometimes me and Simon get along. And sometimes I gotta jump and I can still hit you from here. And sometimes Simon doesn't get along. He wants to be a pain in the butt. As you can see, I can't get a whole lot of these hearts because they're on the platforms and I can't quite get there. Okay. Now you're going to fight the Grim... Well, you're going to fight the Grim Reaper, but you're going to fight the Grim Reaper's head. Best thing I can tell you right here is just start whipping his head and just wear his butt out. Just wear him out. You'll have to go through some of the rest of the stage with little health if you do what I just now did. But, I was thinking there's health over here, but I guess there's not. Maybe there is. I don't know. What you gotta do right here is you gotta grab onto the thing in the center of the room. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna let off once it gets over here, and you're gonna let off on this platform. And I did not let go soon enough. Then these Medusa heads are going to come. And they are a pain in the butt. Then the room's going to start maneuvering again. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to hook onto this again. Now, don't do what I've done before and what other people have done before and think that you can drop down that hole and you be alright. That's not where the platform's at. You're going to swing back and forth and there's going to be a walkway come out. And once that walkway comes out, you're going to land on it and walk across. And that's going to take you over here. Now, here's one of my favorite parts of the entire game. Now, if it'll get along with me or not. This may disorient some people. Look away from the screen if you have to. I think it's one of the coolest things on here. I'm invincible. I will save right here. You can kind of see where there's some holes at the top of the screen that are open. And sometimes you can see where like a skeleton's going to drop out of that. So, just basically, if you just keep moving and keep like hitting them as you're going along, you should be just fine. That part's not really, to me, that part's not very hard. I'm sure it's rough for some people. This part's actually kind of tough if you don't know what you're doing. The room moves. And to make matters worse, there's bats in here too. There's not bats all over it, but there's bats in it. Now this one right here is a little bit tricky. If you hit the spikes, that's an instant death. If the things catch you and they squash you into the wall, that's an instant death. So you want to avoid all of that. I think I want to run through here. Yeah. Again, these spike traps right here are instant death. Cannot stress that enough. You may want the treasure, but you can get over there and get... Now, this one's moving pretty fast. You just walk straight forward, and you should be able to... As long as you time it to where it first comes up out of the ground, you should have no problem. Now, let me tell you something that's coming up right here, and it's probably a bad thing. We're going up some stairs. This is normally a bad deal, because normally stairs and everything else don't mix. I can assure you of that. Kill this bone dragon from down here. I'm surprised no Medusa heads or bats or any of that bull crap's coming at me. Figured they'd throw that junk. Now, you're going to come over here and there's going to be a boss. I'm trying to remember what it is. It is... Oh, yeah. Okay. I know what I did wrong. Okay.